Hey y'all, welcome to Most of It, where I talk about most things that I find interesting. Today, we'll be going over the Primarch Lorgar Aurelian, so without further ado, let's get into this. The young Primarch began life on the planet Colchis, where he was found by a nomadic tribe that took him in, naming him Lorgar, meaning the Rain Caller. A few weeks later, Lorgar was met by an exiled priest named Corpharon, who believed him to be blessed by the powers of the Chaos Gods. Corpharon convinced Lorgar to join him and killed the tribe who had found Lorgar in order to hide the child's identity. Lorgar learned from Corpharon about the gods and received heavy abuse from the priests, but still remained heavily loyal to him. Lorgar did as Primarchs do, learning and growing, and soon surpassed his teacher, becoming a preacher with his charisma and oratory skills being second to none on Colchis. Lorgar soon became known as the Bearer of the Word and was known abroad, and soon began receiving dreams of a warrior in gold armor with a cyclops in blue arriving on Colchis. He took this as a divine prompt and began preaching about the warrior, telling all that he was a god that would soon arrive on Colchis. The religious order of the planet did not like this and declared Lorgar a heretic, which prompted a civil war between Lorgar's followers and the Order, which ended with Lorgar becoming the Lord of Colchis. Soon after this, the Emperor and Magnus the Red arrived on Colchis, with Lorgar recognizing his father and swearing fealty to him and worshipping him as a god. The people of Colchis joined Lorgar in worship, which prompted a celebration which lasted days, which the Emperor wasn't too happy with, as he wished to get back to the Great Crusade. After the celebrations, Lorgar was given command of his legion, called the Imperial Heralds, which he renamed to the Word-Bearers. Lorgar led his sons throughout the Great Crusade, with the cause of removing all heresy from the galaxy and spreading the truth of the Emperor's godhood. The worlds they conquered soon had cathedrals and monuments venerating the Emperor constructed upon them. The goal of the Word-Bearers was less to destroy and assimilate, but rather to convert all to their truth. This goal caused the Word-Bearers Legion to have the lowest planet count of all the legions. During this period, Lorgar wrote the Lectitio Divinitatis, which was essentially an outline of the Emperor's divinity. However, all this displeased the Emperor, as they conquered fewer planets, and he was even less pleased with the religion being formed around him, as one of the main goals of the Great Crusade was to purge all superstition from the galaxy. All this led to the Emperor traveling to Monarchia and physically restraining Lorgar, reprimanding him and denying his own godhood. As punishment, the Emperor ordered the Ultramarines to destroy Monarchia. He forced Lorgar and his sons to kneel before him, which humiliated the Primarch. Following this, Lorgar hid himself for a month from everybody save Erebus and Corpharon. After this, the Word-Bearers set out once again, this time with worlds following before them, which pleased the Emperor. However, after seeing a god deny his own godhood and refuse worship, Lorgar began seeking new gods, and thanks to Erebus and Corpharon, he found ones that sought worship. Seeking answers on the nature of chaos, Lorgar set out on a pilgrimage to find them himself. Lorgar would find the planet Cadia, with a being upon it named Ingathel, the Ascended, who showed the Primarch the primordial truth, convincing him that humanity must worship the Chaos Gods or face the same fate as the Eldar race. All this turned Lorgar and his sons to worship of Chaos Undivided, and to turn them against the Emperor, with many Word-Bearers becoming joined with demons. After the pilgrimage, Lorgar would dispatch Erebus to the Luna Wolves Legion to begin turning Horus to chaos, which he was successful in doing. The Word-Bearers' worship remained secret until Horus revealed his treachery, at which point they joined in the Battle of Istvan V, where Lorgar was almost killed by Corvus Corax, but was saved by Conrad Kurz. After this, Lorgar, after meeting with the now demon-possessed Fulgrim, assaulted his brother, as he believed that demons and mortals should work in a symbiotic fashion. After this, Horus ordered the Word-Bearers to distract or destroy the Ultramarines Legion, as they would be the biggest threat to his plans. The Word-Bearers received this order happily, as they sought revenge for their humiliation upon Monarchia. Corpharon would lead an attack against the planet Calth, killing thousands of Ultramarines who were eventually able to regroup and drive off the traitors, but not before they erected a massive warp storm called the Ruin Storm. Throughout this, Lorgar and Angron led a shadow crusade throughout Ultramar, with the two brothers growing close in the process. Lorgar soon began to sense Angron's sorrow, and figured out that he would soon die of the butcher's nails in his head. Seeking to comfort his brother, he suggested they go to Nuceria to seek closure. Upon arrival, they began destroying the planet's elites, until Rabute Gilman arrived and attacked Angron. As the two brothers fought, Lorgar commenced a Kornite ritual, transforming Angron into a demon prince of Khorne, and saving his life in the process. Following all this, Lorgar began to believe Horus to be a weak, unfit Chaos champion, as he refused to submit and worship the gods. He began receiving visions that Horus would lead the traitors to defeat, and began laying plans to kill his brother and take his place as War Master. After Horus fell into a coma, Lorgar took command, ordering the Primarchs to muster at Olinor, dispatching Perturabo to retrieve Angron, and he himself going to get Fulgrim. Journeying into the Eye of Terror, Lorgar found himself at the Palace of Slaanesh, with Fulgrim inside engaging in, well, Slaaneshi things. Fulgrim refused to leave, causing Lorgar to attack his brother, and uttering Fulgrim's demon name, which bound him to his will. Now, with the demon Primarch under his control, Lorgar had a way to kill Horus. Arriving at Olenor with the Emperor's Children Legion, Lorgar was assaulted by the War Master's forces and was beaten harshly by Horus, who gave him a weapon and demanded he fight, which Lorgar refused, stating that he was disgusted at what Horus had become, expressing pity that rather than becoming a master of chaos, he had become a slave. Horus cast out Lorgar, with him stating that he would fail as he departed to somewhere unknown. After Horus's death, Lorgar and his sons would depart into the Eye of Terror, where Lorgar would ascend to demonhood. Lorgar would isolate himself in meditation, emerging once to aid his sons against a monster which was hunting them. This monster would turn out to be Corvus Corax, who had embraced his warp powers and become more powerful in the process of hunting all the traitor Primarchs. They battled, with Corax severely overpowering Lorgar, forcing him to retreat through a portal. As Lorgar vanished, Corax would state that he now had Lorgar's scent, and there is nowhere he can hide. Not much is known about Lorgar after this. It's believed that he remains in his tower within the Eye of Terror, meditating on the nature of chaos in an attempt to hide from his brother Corvus. However, it's also said that Lorgar has emerged at the head of a great force of word-bearers, but only time will tell which of these is true. So that's where the story stands for now, and I think we'll be seeing more of Lorgar pretty soon in the future. Lorgar's story is one of fanaticism and manipulation. His original purpose was to be the Emperor's preacher, spreading the imperial truth and dispelling all notions of religion. However, due to Cor Pharon, Lorgar's skills were turned to do the exact opposite. It's very interesting to see just how badly Lorgar needed to worship something. His religious fanaticism extended so far that after being humbled by the Emperor, he scoured the galaxy looking for something else. And oh boy did he find it. The crazy part of all this is that Lorgar was kind of right. The Emperor is like a half step away from being a god, and his book, The Lectitio Divinitatis, is the foundation of the Imperial cult in the current setting. A lot of what happened with Lorgar is the Emperor's fault, as if he had explained to all his sons, but especially Lorgar, the truth of the galaxy, I doubt he would have fallen. I like Lorgar, as he and his legion can be blamed for just about everything wrong in the current setting, and I find that pretty funny. And the Horus Heresy Wordbearer books are absolutely fantastic. Hey, speaking of books, if you want to learn more about Lorgar Aurelian and his legion, I'd recommend the books The First Heretic, Aurelian, and Betrayer. Well, that's all I got for today, y'all. But before I head out, I wanted to thank y'all for the support on my recent videos. It's been really cool seeing new people commenting under them, and I hope y'all have been enjoying them as much as I enjoy making them. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and comment down below what topics or characters you'd like to see me cover next. And with all that said, I'll see y'all later.